Well, here we are with the project of the week here. Yeah, just another short video straightening up some old bent up metal. I mean, how many of you guys have seen an old classic truck tailgate just smashed to smithereens from hauling who knows what? I mean, the stories this thing could tell. And a lot of guys are taking complete cars and will it run, get it going, all of that. And you know, I'm out here just trying to make one piece work. Like, it's a Jeep tailgate, you can tell, off of some kind of like a half-ton Jeep pickup. And man, this thing was bowed so bad, so bad. We took it and put the full weight of a truck on it to take the bow out. Focus the power. That up in there. Let me jack it up one more. Like that. Let's get her all the way out to the edge. Wow. Okay, now please don't let the truck run over me. Ready? There it went. It's trying to get me, boys. All right. We may need to give it a little bounce action. I'm gonna hold it here. All right, it may take three. It may take three people. Four. 3, 4, okay. It is a 76 Jeep. All right, the jack is still, oh, there we go. Now you got it all. All right, let's stop and see what we got. Is in the bottom, you can actually see bolt head outlines in it and huge buckles up in the part where the letters are embossed. And we were trying to straighten this thing out so that we can reuse it. I mean, these tailgates they're hard to find. And when you do find one, this is usually the shape it's in. This thing is rusty enough that it's got those black spots right there. Those are holes. They're perforations, fellas. Yeah, in the metal. So, hey, it's already pre-thinned, so it should be a little weaker and easier to straighten. What I've got is there's a huge dent here that's like, well, it's deep. And we're gonna take and to pull this, I'm gonna weld on a piece of 3/8 all thread right into that lowest point, put us some angle iron across it with a hole in there, and just use a nut on this thing to pull that metal back up where we want it. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get this back sort of where it's supposed to go. So maybe we've got just a little bit of bow left in this one half of it. So maybe we can get that straight and then figure out a way to put this thing on the floor with some boards under it, a bottle jack up here, and use the hydraulic force to rebow this tailgate. I don't know. It's what we got for a video, and we're gonna get it done. I'm glad you guys are here with me tonight because I don't have a whole lot of motivation to make this happen. All right, she's just an old Jeep tailgate, been on the back of the truck since about 1974, something like that. Got a little bow in it. Looked like maybe threw the round bale up there, set her down a little hard. I don't know, maybe it had an engine dropped on it. Who knows what's going on? What we do know is we got some issues. Huge dent down here on this side. Gonna weld us a piece of all thread in there, use some angle iron and some bolt or nuts on that stud and see if we can pull this metal up, get things kind of going back in the direction they need to go. Man, we're probably gonna end up with this thing on the floor with some boards under it and a hydraulic jack up here to kind of press this thing back into shape. Thinking this round down here, I'm gonna figure out a way to cut all this destroyed stuff out and weld us a piece of tube in the bottom of this bumper, get this little sheet metal where it has this little roll here to connect with that pipe, maybe leave some of the back of it there so we can weld that in. Yeah, she's going to be a good one. So stick around and we'll get into this video, guys. So first thing we're going to do is get you guys set up here. Going to use the old clean and strip disc on the cordless drill and just take this primer off. These parts were all sandblasted, and then we put a coat of epoxy primer on them to keep them from rusting. We got to have clean metal to weld to, so doesn't take much to get us down to the bare stuff. And then, oh yeah, I think we got it in the right spot. I am just going to take that and weld it right there. And then hopefully we can get it to pull, and it'll take, there's a little bit of bow in this side, it'll take that out or help relieve it so we can hammer it out. And then we got a big bow in this thing on this half of it, and it's pretty stout. Jeep knew what they were doing when they built this thing. Hot tack. All right, we get out some of the caveman tools here. Thing's kind of wobbly, not crazy bad. Definitely not as good as what we want though. Let's get on with the show, baby. There we go. I think we might be. All right, time for a new plan. Jack, tailgate, truck. I'm gonna put it underneath the back because it's got a nice hitch on there, but all right, the back doesn't have any weight on it, right? You gotta put it on the engine side, so yeah. And then you gotta figure, all right, when are we done jacking the truck up? And when is this thing gonna start doing stuff? Yeah. Tired of this. Time for fire. You can't fix it with a hammer cold. Maybe we can fix it with a hammer hot. Yep. Keep welding her up. All right, we've been welding and popping stuff up and tack welding things back, and yeah, working our way across this, just trying to get closer. I mean, this thing was smashed up pretty dang bad. Well, there you go, guys. Booger welded back together. I did not cut that apart. It was already cut like that. I just left it cut and beat and straightened stuff as we could, and then, you know, you saw me welding this little piece of metal on here, like just a little piece of probably 3/8, maybe 1/4 inch, most likely metal. Tack it, use it for some leverage, whack that dude with a big hammer, and yeah, it does the thing. All right, there you go, man. Crazy. All smashed to heck. We got to rebuild all this. Yay! You're just like a big chisel and a big hammer away from being a hero here. Let's do it. All right, well, we got it knocked in place. Little piece of tubing there. Now we just got to stitch it up, guys. A lot of welding in the future for a tailgate. Well, all right, here we go. This is about as good as this one's gonna get, guys. Crazy rough tailgate, but I mean, it is what it is. We put it back together to live another day. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video.